All right. Wish I got here about a half hour ago, but got to do with the light that I have. So I'm here with Phoenix, right on the beach. I really wish I could drive her on the beach, but no private vehicles beyond this point, so I'm not going to push my luck. But Phoenix, for those of you that don't know, is my 2023 Chevy Colorado ZR2. Today I'm going to talk a little more about the WIndBooster, which is a device that I mounted in between the above the gas accelerator. It helps improve throttle response. I've had it on. Look at that moon tonight. Wow. I've had the WIndBooster on. Let's say hello to Mr. Moon first. So. Oh yeah, that's nice. So I've had the WIndBooster on Phoenix for about 1,000 miles. My wife and I came down here for Thanksgiving. We're in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina right now, and I'm going to show you a couple things here real quick. Of course, my fuel averages went down while I'm sitting here idling, but I was averaging 17.7 over the past 450 miles. That's what this gauge here is. The past 450 miles was 17.7, and my trip meter was at 18.0. So it's been getting great mileage for Phoenix for a 2023 Chevy Colorado ZR2 Desert Boss, which is the heaviest of them all. So, and I have gotten the best, because up until this trip, the best ever was 17.7. Now my best is 17.9, and this is over 400 miles, or 450 miles. So let's see what happens when I go and change my distance. Let's see what my best 50 miles has been. So 21.6 is the best 50. And let's see what the best 25 miles has been. 22.6 has been the best 5 miles. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop the WIndBooster off for the ride back home. It's about a 450 mile ride home, mainly on the interstate. We take I think 675, 40, 95, and go that way back up to Northern Virginia. So, and then I'll come back and I'll see what the effect, if any, the WIndBooster actually has on mileage. Does the added acceleration take away the lack of a lag, accelerator lag, or does it add to it? So we'll see. I have my headlights off, so I'm putting them back on auto. Is something I don't think about. So we'll see what happens for the trip back. And one other thing, while I'm talking WIndBooster, one of the things that I said in my first video, which was something I discovered, and it was happening, was that the auto stop start had been disabled with the installation of the WIndBooster. I don't find that entirely true anymore. There we go. WIndBooster is on. It is at Sport Plus 5. Sport Plus Level 5. And that's where it's been. But the auto stop, I guess the truck has relearned it. And it now automatically starts and stops a lot of times when I don't want it to. But I'm learning to live with that. And especially in stop and go traffic, like down here, well, when the lights, some of these lights are friggin' long as hell, and so I adapt. It's fine for now. So I'm gonna pop the WIndBooster off in the parking lot over here, because that's how easy it is to install and deinstall. I don't have any tools with me except a knife, and I'll just use the back end of the knife to back it out and reconnect everything. And then I'll be going back home with the WIndBooster, not installed, just a stock 2023 Chevy Colorado ZR2 Desert Boss, and see what the mileage is for the ride back home. So I'm very happy with the acceleration and the lack of a lag. It's still a good product, and you know, the auto start stop was a bonus. I'm kind of sad that bonus is going away, and I'll see how we do from here, and go from there. So I'm going to park next to that Tremor over there, and see. Ooh, that was a bigger hole than I expected. So let me shut this off now, and we will go from here. And let me pop off the WIndBooster, and I'll report back in when I get back home to Northern Virginia. Till then, see ya. All right, hello. I'm back in Phoenix, and I'm here for part 2 of my WIndBooster mileage check. It's not scientific at all. It's just me doing what I think is about similar drives. I drove down to Myrtle with the WIndBooster on and recorded the first half of this video. And of course, driving down there and then around and about for a week, including a trip down to Georgetown, about an hour away and back, and just driving around Myrtle throughout the holiday week. Now I've been back up here, been on my week 2 back. Been drove her back up. Traffic was a lot worse coming back, but it's still the same trip. It was actually very good up until the last couple hours when I got into Northern Virginia, as normally happens, because that's the suck of living in this area. But you can see on the fuel economy for the past 450 miles, I've been averaging 16.5. It was at 16.6 before I started idling a while. So, but the best I did was on the trip down to Myrtle, which was the 17.9 right there. And there you go. You can see that's the 450 miles for this trip. I'm actually doing pretty good at 17.5. That's this gas tank that I'm on right now. I'm actually really impressed with that. That's good mileage for this tank. So, you know, it's about the same as far as that goes. But overall, for 450 miles, it's about a 1.5 miles, about just under 10% less, 10% better with the WIndBooster on, or 10% better for that trip, whether it's a WIndBooster or not. I can't say for sure. But let's go and look at the fuel economy here and just compare it to the numbers I had with the WIndBooster in. You can see, change the distance for 50 miles, save it, and I have a average of 20.6 for the past 50 miles, which probably goes a long way to explain my 17.5. With the WIndBooster in, it was 1 mile higher than that for the past 50 miles. So let me change the distance again to 25 miles and save it. And I'm at 21.4, and again, my best was 22.6. With the WIndBooster on, it was at 22.6, so it was, again, the best mileage I had. Now, does that mean the WIndBooster increases your mileage? This isn't really a scientific test. It's just a guy driving around and figuring out what he's got, and then trying to figure something out. If I may, depending on how the weather is between Christmas and New Year's, do another video and do a TFL-esque, you know, like the Denver 100, although I'm not in Denver, although I wish I was. I'm out here in Northern Virginia, where I wish I wasn't. And yeah, I may do the same route, and I'm switching it back to 450 miles for my thing. So between Christmas and New Year's, I may do one more final video with the WIndBooster and do a 50-mile route. I think that's a good enough to show. 50-mile route, and then repeat it, so for a total of 100 miles. I know TFL does 100-mile routes, but this will be on a day off during my vacation, so we'll see what I do. WIndBooster didn't ask me for this video. They didn't ask for the next video, but they just, when they sent me the product, they just asked me, hey, do a video. And I did a video, so I met the requirements I had with them to send me the thing. Speaking of which, if you are interested in a WIndBooster, you can get 15% off using code 15 capital GEN 3 15 Gen 3, yeah, 15 capital GEN 3 gets you 15% off. Sorry, I had to think about what my code was for a second there. But yeah, I've met the requirements WIndBooster wanted, but I want to find out for myself, and more importantly, you know, you guys, some of you may be going online and buying the WIndBooster based on my video. I don't know if you are or aren't. If you are, please use the 15 GEN 3. That way we know that you bought. They know that you bought it after watching my channel. But if you are, I want to give you the best information. Am I saying right now that WIndBooster helps improve your mileage? Absolutely not. But what I think I can say is that it didn't negatively affect my mileage. So I'm not going to say it improves it, but I'm not going to say, I think I can say it hasn't significantly negatively affected it. It has negatively affected it at all. So with that being said, if you like my channel, please subscribe. If you like the video, please throw a thumbs up down there. It does help me out and gets more companies to notice me and maybe send me their stuff so I do videos on other stuff that you may be interested in. If you don't like it, please let me know too. All criticisms, I don't take things personally. I'm actually doing this because it's fun and it's something that I can amuse myself with, and if I help you out in the process and maybe amuse you in the process, bonus. So until next time, I will catch you on the road.